Here's our format for tonight. 2 12-minute timed heats. Starting order for the second heat, inverted from the finish of the first. And of course, the average of your finish in the two determines where you'll take the green flag for the 76th lap. Salute to America on Independence Weekend main event. And here we go with heat race number 1 of the Camping World SRX Series from Indianapolis. Scott Speed leads lap 1. Dario, one of the unique characteristics of this racetrack says it has 12 degrees of banking. Most of it's right up by the outside wall.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see everybody migrating to the outside wall already. It also reduces tire wear, but as you can see, everybody migrating, apart from Tony Stewart. He's looking to make some moves already. He's on the inside of Bobby Santos, the third.
You wouldn't see Tony try an alternate line because, you know, you got to pass them where they're not, right?
Absolutely right. You can see that his car getting loose off of turn 4, but yeah, Tony's got so much experience in this type of racing that somebody like Tony Kanaan has got exactly the opposite.
Tony will fall in behind Bobby Labonte, and that'll put Smoke back in 6th position, of course, trying for a 3rd straight win in the Camping World SRX Series after taking the victories on the dirt the last couple of weeks. Side by side, first couple of cars behind there. Paul Tracy being challenged by Ernie Francis Jr. Francis Jr. in the yellow car, and Tracy in lime green. That's all the way back for 8th and 9th.
And his nemesis, Tony Kanaan, in the pink car. They told me it was magenta. That is definitely a pink car. Tony Kanaan's in. And he is hounding Michael Waltrip for 2nd.
See a couple IndyCar guys there. Marco Andretti and Helio Castroneves trying to mix it up. Saw Ernie Francis Jr. pass Paul Tracy and pick up the 8th position. There's Francis in the yellow car. Another doubleheader weekend for the young 23-year-old. He's racing in Trans Am as they come for the restart. Kanaan trying to clear Waltrip. Kanaan in the pink car. Waltrip in the light blue. TK to 2nd place.
So much for the outside being the preferred line. Tony Kanaan up to 2nd.
See Michael Waltrip jump out of the gas there and got a good shot on the back bumper from Santos, who I don't think expected Michael to need to check up that much. Monty and Stewart again, this time for 4th and 5th position.
Yeah, Tony Stewart in the orange car has got the he's got the preferred outside line.
As Castroneves works Paul Tracy, this would be for 9th place.
And Elliott was nice and calm. He was having to read numbers back to the crew chief in IndyCar. That's all done. They can read it back in the pits. They can tell exactly what you're doing. They can tell every mistake you make. But Elliott's learning some new skills at the age of, what is he, mid-40s?
Yeah. 46
years old now. Well, we're getting old.
You like that the crew chief knows when you've made a mistake?
No,
I didn't think so. So this is when Elliott was trying to pass Marco Andretti a bit ago.
Yeah, Marco's kind of crowding him down, but he's not really going anywhere. To Elliott's point, he's sort of got to run, and then Marco blocked that lane, so he's going to now try to go around the outside. And they're both with Paul Tracy ahead, and I was thinking, just disappear that.
There's the show. Tony Stewart looking down low to pick up 2 positions in a lap. He tries to slide in front of Santos and gives the folks in the grandstand a rise.
That'll be a slight job from Tony. That's a very impressive to make that kind of move, that kind of progress. It's quite something. And Michael Waltrip's going to look in his mirror now and think,
it's him
again.
Him?
He might look in his mirror. If he doesn't, he's going to get a tap on the back bumper any time.
Yeah, he's got to catch him first. We're down to almost the last lap of this opening heat. Leader will come by next time and get the white flag for Scott Speed. Tell you, Scott Speed, who's driven just about everything you can drive, from Formula One to where he makes his living now in Nitro Rallycross. He got out of the car after his practice laps this morning. First time racing here in a car like this. He had the biggest smile on his face. He said, I wish I had done this before I went to the dirt racing. He said, I learned so much just in this short practice today.
He's done a heck of a job. I mean, look at that lead that he's got. And as you say, he really has driven everything. And he's learned from everything he's driven too. As he comes through the middle of turn 3, coming off a 4 to take the checkered flag. Fantastic job by Scott Speed.
So heat win for Scott Speed. First side-by-side's going to be pretty deep in the pack as Helio Castroneves and Bill Elliott race for a spot down to the stripe. But it's Scott Speed, the winner of heat number 1, will flip the field in green flag heat number 2 in a few.
Shocking a lot of people, finishing that heat in first place, followed by Tony Kanaan, Michael Waltrip there, following up the third. We see Marco Andretti all the way back down at 8th, but Paul Tracy there, everybody looking to see where he's going to end up 11th right now in this first heat.
Pace car's off, and here we go. 12 minutes on the clock, green flag. I think Willy had a little trouble getting going.
But I think Paul Tracy started in turn 3 as opposed to coming out of turn 4. He must have learned that one from Helio Castroneves. The man now in second. Helio's famous for his early start, shall we say. It's Ernie Francis on the inside trying to make more places. He's really aggressive and doing a great job coming through the field.
Trying to find some running room where room isn't. All the way down on the flat inside that yellow line in the yellow car. Francis, the 23-year-old from South Florida, who got his first win in an open wheel car last Sunday. Remember we saw him on the dirt last Saturday night? Side by side for the lead, Castroneves, look out, hanging on. What a save.
Phenomenal save. He got loose, he locked the back end up, slid it, small contact with Paul Tracy, but doesn't look like there's massive damage. And here comes Ernie Francis up, right up on the back bumper of Helio Castroneves.
He's not hesitating. He's going to try and mount another charge here. Castroneves is red car on Paul Tracy in the lime green machine.
Now watch the back end of the car. You can see the flames as he lifts off, and he's on the brakes now. Just watch the front wheels. He starts to have to correct already the slide. Phenomenal car control from Helio Castroneves. Back onto the throttle, trying to keep it out from the hitting Paul Tracy.
And back to live action now. Castroneves on the outside as Tracy protects the bottom. And new leader, Helio Castroneves.
Yeah, he looks a little bit quicker right now, Alan, and he's able to run that momentum around the outside. And Paul Tracy's going to be trying to hold up Ernie Francis Jr. A lot of sliding going on, and Tony makes the pass finally. Let's see how quick he can close the gap to the car in front. And the yellow is out. He'll close it pretty quickly.
Yes, he will. Caution flag on the leader, Helio Castroneves. The SRX green flag lap limit kicks in, and so we'll slow him down, get a chance to take a break. Green flag, and here we go with 2.5 minutes to go in heat race number 2. Watch Tony Stewart in the orange car to the outside of Francis for second.
And this is that point when Elliott looks in the mirror. No spotters, remember. Looks in the mirror, sees Tony Stewart's car and thinks, oh, not him again. It's like, come on.
Yeah. Francis hanging tough, though, on the inside of Stewart.
Oh, Tracy running fourth just behind us. He looked like he was getting very oversteered. Oh, and his nemesis, Bobby Labonte, to the outside and just drove round Paul. This is Paul on best behaviour tonight.
It's early.
Yeah, exactly. We've still got 76 lap final.
That's right. Stewart to second place.
Yeah, and the car's putting the power down so well. The line he's running through turn 4, he's able to get back to the throttle and really keep that momentum up. And look at him again off at 2. You told me it was going to go quick.
I did,
You
right?
didn't lie.
Just your pace. Bobby Labonte and Tony Stewart racing here. They were teammates at Joe Gibbs Racing for quite some time. Bobby told me what Tony taught him are certain things Bobby used to kind of obsess about and worry about, not to. Here's for second place.
Look at the momentum around the outside he's able to carry. As you said earlier, Alan, the banking's all on the outside.
So Bobby to position number 2. And Helio Castroneves well ahead of him by 1.7 seconds. We'll come off turn 4 and see the white flag. Now, 2 weeks in a row, Helio's been close to a heat race win, and it's gotten away from him.
Well, if it gets away from him tonight, it's going to be his own fault because nobody's on the same even straightaway. Phenomenal job from Helio. Really, really impressive. Behind all the hair gel and the teeth and the smile, Helio Castroneves, one of the most intense competitors you will ever meet, whether it's driving a racing car, even dancing, whatever. He wants to win and is about to do it.
Has done a great job of figuring out these SRX machines. Checkered flag and a heat race win for Helio Castroneves with Labonte second, Stewart third, Francis fourth, and Marco Andretti coming home in 5th position. Talked about Scott Speed. What kind of progress could he make? He started 12th. He moved up to 7th and picked up 5 spots in that heat race. So 2 heats in the books. The winners, Scott Speed in the first and Helio Castroneves.
Let's take a look at your Heat 2 results again. Look at Bobby Labonte inching up in the second spot there, but here you have that finishing order. Helio Castroneves.